Alright, so there's actually some players in the Discord and stuff like that that ask me why I actually quit the game. So this video is basically want to know why I quit the game. Everything actually affected me, and it's nothing that I should have affected everybody else in any way or anything like that. But it's just my own personal opinion and things that have happened to me. I didn't want to share this in Albion online forum, so I still won't share it. But since some of the players did ask me, and since I'm not going to post it in the forum and stuff like that, it's only for my subscriber. One to nine reason why I actually quit the game. Do not take it too serious though. Number 1. Free to play is one of the reasons why I actually quit the game. Free to play, I thought it was always going to stay buy to play, but that's not an assurance thing. Somebody may actually buy, like, for example, Final Fantasy 14, and if it goes free to play, I'm pretty sure a lot of players will go pissed. But again, that can actually happen in the gaming market. In the beginning, you may probably not know, but this actually game was supposed to go free to play first. It was actually not supposed to go buy to play, but they actually have a TOS that they can change any of the rules and stuff like that, and they decided to go right ahead and go buy to play model instead. When it actually went to buy to play model, a lot of players spend money for many promises or false promises back then. But then again, a lot of players wanted to actually play the game in the buy-to-play era because obviously they didn't have to worry about all the free-to-play things that actually comes with it, including the goals, spam, and all that crap. But again, free-to-play is definitely one of the reasons why I actually did quit the game. I really wanted to stay buy-to-play, and I felt that the chaos of free-to-play will make it a little bit hard for me on the game. Number 2. Portal system is actually one of the other reasons, number 2 reason why I actually quit. Portal system, I understand why it was made. You don't want one guild, one alliance to overtake the whole world like a dictatorship. However, the complications that comes with it, with the portal system, literally fucked up everything for me. And basically, one of them was, if I wanted to make a little bit more money, I would probably had to go into the future and start doing skip run almost all the time. The reason is because for Sterling took like months, I think 2 months, before it actually started to catch up to some close price between every other city, or maybe a little bit like Carleon, but Carleon is always going to be better to sell your stuff. So the thing is, I will come back to Fort Sterling and not to Carleon, which that's the place where I sold everything when I was in Cumbria, in Comtour, and Sidbury farming. So now I have to come back home, and now you have to like get less money, and I'm talking about less money because Fort Sterling just recently established themselves. So while everybody will earn like maybe 2 or 3 mil, I will probably only earn like 500 to 1 mil. So it actually kind of nerfed it for me. I could go to Mercia, but I would have to go through Archwood, which is always 200 players. And because of the free to play, we already knew that the place was going to get ganked. It already was discussed. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm sorry for my English. Discussed it, or it was explained that this was actually going to happen. Gank was going to decrease, and we're ready to kill every free to play players. Because someone made a video about Blackthorn and stuff like that, and they didn't like the game going free to play and a bunch of things. But anyway, what happens is that I just stood with it after all the server being lagged and stuff like that. I stood with it and stayed and kept farming. But the problem was that my friends were a Mercia guild. Now my boy Iron during that time was in Arch. My boy Kaiten and Darmegas was in Oops Alliance. One of them was in Open Sickle. Darth was in Monagil. So what happens is that they have to travel into 2 zones away from Archwood, and I also have to do that to meet up with each other and then separate and see each other off. So what happens is during that time, we did the dungeon. We go up to 99%, and when they come, here's the thing: when they come to that place to farm, they actually has a potential chance to die in a Iron. Iron is in Archwood, so he doesn't have to worry about it. But Kaiten, 222, and Darth Magus has a potential chance to just die from those 200 players coordinating. Now, lucky, later on, I'll show you in a minute. Basically, what happens is, when they went back, I had to go back alone. So I have to make sure that I don't die from anything. Before I had the 4 players, and if something happened with this mountain, F the living crap out of anybody who comes at us. But now, because Cumbria doesn't have like Zerg, but now I have to go back alone, which is always dangerous. And even though I always made it back home safely, and there were ganks, by the way. It's just they couldn't kill the freaking healer during that time, druid healer. And the problem is when they went back, Iron didn't have to worry about it, but 222 lost 2 mil, lost everything that he had on himself plus 2 mil, 2 mil. So maybe worth of 3 to 4 mil in just returning back, and basically that demoralize you when you're doing the random dungeons. Like you just waste all that time, because we always go back in 90% during that time. Caden got lucky. He was able to actually somehow use his boots. Use his panther, because he actually went out there with the panther, and he was worth more, maybe like more than 3 mil. He was able to use the panther and get to the portal. But if Arch was actually really good at ganking, he would have definitely died, and then he probably also would have been demoralized. So the portal system did definitely screw up our core run, and that's why one of the reasons why I quit. Number 3, losing MOJO. What does this actually mean? Well, when you actually when I came actually back into the game and I saw render core run, I was hooked. I was like, it was like crack. It was the best thing in the world. I didn't thought it was gonna be that great, and I did it 6 to 7 hours a day. And except on Saturday and Sunday where it was too ganky. So we rested on we were earning so much fame, so much money. It was the best feeling in the world. So when the free-to-play came out, the server capacity, which for some reason the dev did not know how actually great the thing was, and this actually do happen. I mean, if you look at Hightail, some of the dev are overstressed right now, and that's because they didn't know that the popularity of how many people want to play their game. It's pretty much Minecraft as an RPG game, leveling up and all that stuff. Like, I'm sorry, but if you don't know that that is actually something we really want, then you shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't build it in the first place, or you maybe you should have studied a little bit more of gaming. It's the same thing with Pokemon Go when they actually came out. The devs doesn't fucking have a clue of how important everybody wanted to do the Pokemon trainer thing in real life, or anything like that. They don't come close to the capacity of understanding that type of dream. And the same thing goes for Wizard and stuff like that, and that's what they're doing and stuff like that. But they didn't actually expect this much amount of thing to come. So the dev didn't prepare their server. I mean, when it came to release, they didn't prepare the server. So they're doing exactly the same thing they did in 2007 and 2017. They did not prepare for the capacity. They did not upgrade it. They had to wait like a week or so, I think, of not being able to play the game because it's unplayable. And then they actually increased the capacity, and players were able to play. And that's where I actually entered the random core run that I did to show player what we did during March 25 to April 9. So I lost my mojo during that week. I mean, if you're doing something constantly and stuff like that, and you're being cut, you lose your desire to do it. For example, if I were to go back to bodybuilding or anything like that, and then I had an accident or something like that, and that takes me down from the track that I lost so many progress, I probably would have stopped for quite a while before I ever come back. So number 3 is basically I lost my mojo, and not only did I lost it during the time of that first week, I also lost it when it was DDoS, which later there is a number in there why I couldn't actually play the game, and it was technically unplayable because it was dangerous to go out there. Number 4. I think one of the things that devs everywhere, game design or anything like that, do is they sometimes deviate from the design, all because they have to cater to something. If someone wanted to create an idea for a game, and the majority of the players live in the staple world that they don't know about this type of game, or they cannot understand it or something like that, they'll try to make it the gamers will lash out on the dev and stuff like that, and then they have to go back to a staple Warcraft or generic MMORPG. So the thing is that I really hate is the devs are deviating from the design. One thing that I always liked about the Albion Online is that when something happens with a low risk versus high reward, the dev hits it hard. For example, back then, for the mounts and stuff like that, they saw how the ganker, it was quite low risk versus high reward at one point because the gatherers can't fight back. I mean, there was very little for them to do because they don't have a percent of damage to be able to attack back. If they actually took my idea and made the gathering a second bonus set or something like that, where they have to wear both the PvP and the gathering and such, and the only thing that the gathering is giving is the bonus for gathering yield and such, then the ganker would have to be very very careful, because these players can actually fight back. In a 1v1 or a 2v1 or anything like that, they have a potential to kill one of you and such. And that's where back then you'll see all these ganking boring video of ganker chasing a gatherer like a cat and a mouse. So basically, they actually did something where they like to dismount for 3 seconds and stuff, and then the gankers were crying and bitching and stuff like that. They will always do a lower risk versus high reward to keep it stable. Everything that is low risk should have low reward. Everything that high risk should have high reward. When I heard that they buffed the Hellgate once, it was okay, but when they buffed it a second time, it literally was low risk versus high reward, and I have a specific video for that. I even have a creepypasta why they couldn't nerf the Hellgate, because it was too late to nerf it too much or anything like that. The only thing they did is actually move for the 5 men, they moved the principal boss all the way to the middle, and for the 2 men, it affected it or somewhere like that. But basically, one time they did try to like balance it out, and everyone went crazy. Even the dev won't actually admit. There was a mod who said it was actually intentional, but again, the dev will never admit any wrongness or anything like that. It's like they have to be perfect. So basically, they said, "Oh, this was actually a mistake. We're going to be fixing it," or something like that. And the only reason why they actually had to do that is because all the players came together into community and bitched about it in a way of a riot. So again, I felt that when they actually buffed the Hellgate, they did not kept their eyes on the prize because of the DDoS, because of the lag, because of everything, because it was too much that they had to handle. They didn't keep their eyes on the Hellgate and all the feedback of getting nerfed, like nerf the dungeon, bring it back to normality, and this actually caused a big problem with getting other people to come in as a rat, or just do it for fame or something like that, and not keeping to the design of Hellgate, which is supposed to be fight. Which I think they should just somehow, as soon as the chest spawns and you enter it, it should close all gates and such, and you can't run out or anything like that. But that's the reason. Number 4, basically, the dev deviated from the design. It seems that they're catering to the free-to-play players. I mean, they have to make that money, I guess. But seeing that actually deterred me from the game a bit. Number 5. Hidden Ninja Patch. This happens in every game. It's not something that is unique. And some players, for some reason, White Knights, obviously, players, somehow they like to defend the devs and stuff like that. But here's the thing is, Ninja Patch is actually normal. I do not know why the devs are ever doing Ninja Patch. They should just do the patch or something like that. Maybe they're hoping that people don't find out. And those who actually play the game constantly, core runs or core player, the ones who plays like 7, 9, 8 hours or something like that in the game, they will notice these little changes. Any changes that you make, they will notice it. The problem is that the hidden Ninja Patch, all devs like to deny it and never like to admit it. So then, if the dev says no, then everybody has to believe it. That's actually bullshit. Everybody should already know that all dev from all gaming out there does Ninja Patch. So you actually shouldn't be able to trust any other dev anyway, but that's how it is. The Ninja Patch actually it comes to it is that someone said it in the forum, and I don't think I don't know if I can find it. I'll try to. If it's not posted up here, I couldn't find it. Basically, they say that the random dungeons were actually nerfed, and it's actually not noticeable for those who are doing like equip runs or something like that. If you're doing like anything from gear and stuff like that, it was quite not noticeable too much unless you did core runs or anything like that. Like 6 to 7 hours a day, and basically notice that some of the gears is a little bit less. And here's the big one. I said yes, it has been nerfed. The chest has been nerfed, but we don't know how the nerf hits with gear too much. We do know that the Inside Tome, when me and Iron did it, and this is why I have actually percentual proof on that is that me and Aaron did duo more than anybody in the fucking game. When they came from March 25 to April 9, everybody told that you can only should be doing T7 and T8, and that's it, and not in 2 men. You should be doing 6 to 7 men, or maybe 12 men if you want to counter those who are about to dive you and stuff like that. So nobody did much of T5, nobody did much of T6 until me and Captain Russia proved everybody wrong that yes, T5 and T6 is actually much better than T7 and T8 because it's uninterrupted versus constant dive, which actually make you lose time, make you lose gear, and makes you lose pretty much like the whole thing that you know, pretty much the time. So basically what happens is me and Aaron did so many duos, and we open up the inside tomes, the tomes of the blue chest. So when I open up the blue chest when me and Aaron, we get 42. Literally we get 42 for just 2 of us. So 3 men we get about maybe close to 30 to 31, and then 4 men for some reason it decreases so much. We get like 11 or 12 or something like that. So what happens is that I did a run with duo and stuff like that, and I told my boy, watch, I'm gonna give you all the books and stuff like that, and he's like, we only received about 21, and I'm like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, 21 for each of us? And then I looked at a video over, I'm like, yeah, we have 21 inside tome, up until the 42 inside tome that we got back then during the March 25 to April 9. So what happens is they did nerf it in some ways, but they won't admit it, and that's the reason. That's number 5 reason why I quit the game. I didn't like that they nerfed it and they kept denying. Even though, honestly, these big reasons, there's 2 of the biggest reasons over here that actually affected me with quitting completely, which was actually 3 reasons, which actually was the portal system, the losing MOJO, and basically number 6 when it comes next. Number 6. Now, when I did quit the game, again, these goes in order. So, number 6 is that when I started using some YouTube videos and stuff like that, like I used to basically teach player, and I did had a FAO, something about a different channel about Albion Online, stuff like that, and all those videos would transfer from there to my main channel. It's called the 2017 series for Albion Online. Now, however, when I start the videos for YouTube and stuff like that, I'm not established YouTuber for Albion Online. I'm not the face of Albion Online, so it makes it really extremely hard, and doesn't matter what I do. I can actually help someone, I can become really good players and stuff like that, but that will take like so many years, and now right now I can't catch up to the top. So the thing is about YouTube contents and stuff like that, and being a YouTube creator for Albion Online, those who has made a mark in Albion Online will be able to make it easier. Lupac, if you hear the word, everyone knows who it is. It's someone from an old player. He's been playing since ever, so everyone, he is the face of Albion Online. If someone will be able to say something about, hey man, which YouTube should I be able to listen? Some people may go right ahead and say Lupac. Other YouTube content creators will have a little bit of troubles. Those who are really low will have a trouble to become a YouTube content creator. Those who are a little bit more exceptional have it a little bit easier, but it has a little bit of a challenge. So if you want, I can actually we can actually go ahead and look this up. If we look at Lupac, for example, Lupac alone, he is the face, and there's no way that I can actually come close to Lupac. So I'm never going to fight that. So basically, Lupac has a lot of views, a lot of subscribers on over like over 15,000 subscribers and a lot of views and stuff like that, and you can make about $84 to 1.3 K a month, and you can see how much estimated a year for just doing YouTube content creating. These type of people can actually make 1 video a week if they wanted to, and they can make good money. An example of that is Wellen. If you actually look for Wellen for Russ, you'll be able to see how much he actually makes in a month. So second is, let's actually look for someone who I think is an exceptional player, and everybody actually knows if you actually use his name in public. So if you say Orchard Field, or technically it's Orchard Field, in a field, if you look at him, he basically has maybe over 6,000 subscribers, and basically can earn between 149 to 2.4 K monthly. Now, this is actually an exceptional player who actually does a lot of solo. Did a couple duo in here and there and stuff like that. Cooperation with other YouTubers and stuff like that, or other players inside the game. But basically, this is one of the players that I call exceptional because he actually does a lot of things solo and doesn't give a fuck what anybody else does. However, let's say another exceptional player, which I love. I love this player. He's actually a warbow player, and if you look very closely, his name is Untitled BC. One of the times that he posted some videos and stuff like that, someone actually mentioned him to my Discord, and I told him, yeah, we literally call him the Undisputed because he is literally undisputed in warbow. You face him, you may have like a 92% of dying, and the reason I say that is because you technically can get away if you actually bring 7 players to try to attack him or stuff like that. But he has done some build where he actually 1v7, literally 1v7 without a mob, by the way. We're literally 1v7 players and killed them all. This guy is actually, if you look at him, he only makes about $14 to $216 a month for the stuff that he does. And I think he is an amazing guy as a warbow solo content creator. So again, it really depends. For me, if I actually look at this, I don't come close to any of these guys, not even its niche. So, for example, for YouTube, the thing you have to understand is that I have watched videos, I study. One of the things that I love doing is fucking studying about everything. When I was 15 to 16, 17, 18, 19 and stuff like that, I wanted to become the jack of all trades. But okay, you'll notice that you can't do that. You don't have enough years. No wonder they made that Naruto episode where the guy wanted to study all the jutsu, but he can't because he can't live that many months, and then he started getting those forbidden jutsu. Anyway, basically, I wanted to like study everything that I can get my real hands on, and that's also including the part of YouTube and the history of YouTube. If you actually look at something for the game theory, which is one of my best one that I actually like to watch, the game theory explains why PewDiePie was actually got famous and stuff like that. And the thing is, when something started and you are something first, second, third, fourth, doesn't matter. If you're those type of close to like 1 to 5th and you become the face of it and you actually travel all over the world and stuff like that, and other people may know you and stuff like that, then your YouTube, the YouTube content that you actually do is widespread. It's not just to the United States, maybe Puerto Rico or something like that. It's everywhere. It's Germany, Sweden, it's all around the world. So you get a lot of views. But the thing is, he actually became the face of it, and because he became the face of YouTube, he became a millionaire because of that. So it's the same thing in Albion Online. If you actually started from low and you actually kept going, you never quit the game and stuff like that, you actually become the face of Albion Online for YouTube content creator. If people ask their name, they're like, who could I watch? Though I obviously you're gonna say Lupac. So what I'm doing right in here is that I am waiting for Hightail to come out. When Hightail does come out, I am going to move into it, and I know I have an uphill battle. The reason why I say I have an uphill battle is because players who plays Minecraft and is kind of situated into Minecraft, those who have Minecraft and be playing Minecraft forever and stuff like that and has a good subscriber views will look for them in Hightail. Though I should probably look for something new, something nobody touches, something that is not comparable with something else. Like I don't have to say, hey man, I have 5,000, 12,000, I have 50,000 subscribers, can I get an alpha key or something like that, which they can definitely be chosen because of that, because it's going to promote Hightail and such. So I'm making a little small mistake actually trying to go for Hightail to be a content creator, but if I can become something better on it than anybody else, then I can probably become a really good content creator for Hightail and get a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. 1 year ago, in which I have a video when I was doing things around for YouTube for funds, and I didn't like YouTube during that time. I didn't like the fact that you can just do YouTube videos, and if you become really good at it, or like really high on it, you can make a bunch of money. I kind of liked the aspect, this whole staple aspect of going to college and basically getting what you deserve and such, or what you earned. But I actually changed my mind. That was when I was like 21, and I'm 32 right now. So what happens is, back then I actually did Aurora Kingdom, but I was getting 20,000 views for just a video Lone Wolf, because I did some things that were amazing to the public eye view, turning one of the worst class in there, the worst untouchable class, to one of the best class in the game, and doing things like it's like someone doing, to explain it to you, it's like someone doing Lich King solo when it wasn't like when you didn't get all these overpowered gears or something like that. You were doing it like that basically. You were exceptional in some way that show everybody wants to do it too, and because of that, I received a lot of views. And I should have stayed in the Royal Kingdom. I should have become a content creator for the Royal Kingdom, and I would have actually made money in the Royal Kingdom as a YouTube content creator. But I didn't want to become a content creator. I didn't want to be a YouTube creator or anything like that. I just wanted to do it for showing the players educational purpose, or doing something that they can do that I can do already. Like if I can do something, you can do it. There's nothing special about me. So from that, I told many players to not subscribe, do not like my channel or anything like that. Just go right ahead and watch it. If you find it very educational, favorite on your taskbar, and maybe go watch anything else that I put up. And that is basically number 6. Number 7. Alright, I had to actually make this as fast as I can. I'm already reaching 25 minutes. Lag. Server was lagging. Server was DDoSing. Last spike. There's a way to actually die because of this, and even though it may not be your fault, they're not going to compensate you for it. It was too hard to actually entering Hellgate or Black Zone. Too dangerous. So basically, number 7, lag. Number 8. I don't trust the dev anymore. I don't trust in their decisions. They great on. They pull a winner out of the bag with a random dungeon, but it seems like when they take one step forward, they take like 2 steps back and stuff like that. So I just don't think I can trust the dev in their decision. So that's it. Number 8. I'm trying to make this as fast as possible. I'm running out of time. Number 9. I feel that the game won't be great in the future. That's my personal opinion. I don't know how long it'll take, but I feel like the game will become very like satire or something like that. I don't know how to use the right word, basically. But in the end, it's going to become the same boring that it was 2017 all the way to 2019. It took to 2019 to make it interesting. 2 years later, goddamn. So yeah, I don't feel like it's going to be great. And if I even got content creator, I know that at one point I might have to switch to another game and such like that. So if I see these signs coming, I like to warn my viewers, and I kind of like want to. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just saying that I feel in myself that it will be great. I can be wrong about this. I mean, they can't keep pulling things out of their ass somehow like they did with random dungeons, and I hope they do. And I wish them good luck on it. But in the future, I just don't feel like it's gonna be great. And that's top 1 to 9 reasons why I actually quit the game. And that's it. Those who were asking me why I quit the game, there you go. Guys, welcome to my outro video. If you like my videos, which I probably think you don't, either way, like, subscribe, or share my channel. I'm still waiting for Hightail. I'm hoping that I can get it. Playing Dogman at the moment, and at the same time, I'm not doing too much on Albion. But if I find something that is very interesting to do and stuff like that, I'm trying to share it with the community, like the druid build. If you haven't seen that video, you should click on it, especially for high specs, and it still works. I did it in arena too, but since this video is too long, I can't show it. Anyway, goodbye.